Good afternoon, D&D TikTok and barbecue TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Barbecue. Let's get it done. As always, this series is inspired by the popular Roll for Sandwich series by AdventuresinAardia. And today, in light of spooky season, we're using our Halloween dice. Speaking of Halloween dice, it's Friday the 13th. Time to get superstitious.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Let's kick off this barbecue and roll for meat. 1, we got beef. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had beef. Let's see what we're making today. 2, we're making steak. I'm always down for a good steak. We got this ribeye at our local Kroger store. Now it's time to roll for binder. 4, mustard. We typically use a yellow mustard, but today we're going to try something different. We're using some Branch Farmhouse mustard. It's definitely a fancier mustard than we've been using. Now that we got our binder down, it's time to roll for rubs. 5, coffee rub and 18, Fire and Smoke Society. We're using Traeger's coffee rub. It has a good combination of coffee and black pepper. The acidity of that coffee should help tenderize that meat. Let's go ahead and roll for Fire and Smoke Society. 8, we have Potato Slayer. Potato Slayer is a really good rub. While it's definitely known for being better on potatoes, it's actually really good on all the meat that we've ever used it on. Now that we have our steak covered in that seasoning, let's let it rest for 15 minutes and let's roll for Char Griller. Actually, we're going to try something different today, by special request.
Then let's give the people what they want!
Instead of arguing with the dice, let's go ahead and make this on an open fire pit. We pulled out our camping grate, and we're going to throw that steak right on the center. What I love about campfire cooking, it's nice and relaxing. All you can hear is the cracking of the fire, and of course, the good-smelling food. We got this to rare, and now let's let it rest.
It's mayhem's turn to play Roll for Barbecue. Will there be chaos or something worse? I gave you something spicy, now here's something sweet. Enjoy your steak, Walt.
As much chaos as mayhem has brought to this barbecue, I don't think this one's going to be too bad. I know cinnamon goes really well with beef, and I think that sweetness is going to go well with the coffee seasoning. Alright, let's click those tongs. It's time for the D20 sauce roll. We got AdventuresinAardia's favorite sauce, and it's ketchup. I mean that with full sarcasm. It could be considered blasphemous. Well, no, it is blasphemous to put ketchup on a steak. But I'm not going to judge you for that. Eat your steak how you like. I'm just going to say it smells absolutely delicious. But how does it taste? This is not a bad steak. Even with the ketchup, it's not bad. The sweetness of that cinnamon seasoning is working well with the beef, and it's working well with the ketchup. And I think the ketchup really ties into the acidity of the coffee. But on its own, I'm pretty happy with this steak. I think overall, this isn't a bad episode. All things considered, even with ketchup, we're going to give this one a 9 out of 10. And we're going to call this one Ardia's Nightmare. And just like that, folks, that's episode 91. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys at the next barbecue.